Oh yes, we're in an abandoned parking lot. Anyway, guys, this is my 2002 Grand Cherokee, right? It's old, it's crusty, it's rusty. It runs great though, but it's old, dirty, crusty, whatever you want to call it, right? But what does the 2002 Jeep mean in terms of infotainment? It means you have a dirty old head unit with a CD player, right? You don't have Apple Carplay, you don't have Android Auto, you don't have Bluetooth, you don't have backup camera, right? You don't have any of these features. But this Jeep right here has these features, and it has them for $150 all in. I actually got it on sale, but with tax, title, and stuff like that. With taxes, it's cheaper. So we're gonna climb in the Jeep. I'm gonna show you something, guys. Right there is an Apple CarPlay Android Auto head unit. Yes, an Apple CarPlay Android Auto head unit in a 2002 Grand Cherokee. It is a 9.25 inch screen that is currently sitting inside of my old Grand Cherokee. As you can see, it is very thin. It's mounted up here. There's different mounts it came with. I just stuck it up here until I figure out what I want to do with it. But I think I like it right here, so I'm gonna like actually mount it up here. This is $150 off of Amazon with it's like 4.5 ratings. It does Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It has a front and rear dash cam that records, as well as a backup camera, right? And think about this. So I paid $114, I think, for my Rexing dash cams. I keep a dash cam in every car except for this one so far, so I was looking for one, but 120 bucks for dash cam. For like $20 more, again, this is a $150 normal price, but it was on sale, like 15% off. But for about, you know, 100 and some more, no wait, about $20 more, sorry. You can get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and a way better screen, and this thing is crystal clear. This screen is clearer than my BMW screen, right? It's 2016. It's clearer than my Altima screen. It's clearer than the aftermarket screens in my Altima and in my Scion. It's beautiful. It's quick. You have maps. You know, typical Apple CarPlay stuff. Now this is no copyright music, so Spotify, don't yell at me. It's so quick. It's so quick, guys. This is the cheapest way I found you can get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in your car. So this is the front camera. The reason why it looks weird like this is because the front camera is on the back of the head unit right here. Oh, let's see if you guys are getting that. Right there, see that? It's right there. So I gotta adjust it. Right, but this is the back camera. Now we're back in this, and they're always recording. It came with a memory card as well. So you're getting literally everything. And then if you put the car in reverse, the Jeep in reverse, watch this. Quick, look how quick that was. Backup camera. And it stays on like a normal car for a couple seconds. And the Apple CarPlay pops up. It is also, get this, people, get this, wireless Apple CarPlay. So you can see, wireless. And it is probably the easiest mounting system I have ever seen. Now that we've seen the screen, let me show you guys the mounting system for it. Let's pull into the sun. This is the third time I've shot this video. I've shot it during the day and I've shot it during the night, and I just can't get you guys a good angle for the video because of the sun. But now we're in the sun. So you have two cables running out of it. You have a USB-C and you have a camera cable. The USB-C is just plugged in over here, and it actually has a USB A 1.0 charging port, so slow charger, but you know, it's plugged in right there. I plugged it into I have two outlets. This outlet shuts off with the car. This outlet always stays on, so I plugged it into this outlet, so it shuts off with the car. It also came with a hardwire kit, so I can hardwire it to the car. I'm going to do that when I get a chance. I'm going to do a little bit of cable management better. Even if I wanted to keep this one plugged in, which it's not a big deal if I do, I'll just like drill a hole I'll drill a hole in here and just run it down, pop it out back there. And then there's the backup camera one. I just wired it It's kind of janky right now, and that's only because when I get a chance, I'll wire it better. But I want to see if it actually worked. But if you go back here, I have the backup camera wired right over here. Shout out to my brother. He did all of it. He drilled a hole right there. It is wired, and then it comes out from here. And he gave us some slack, so when you close it, you get some slack. Oh, yes. Oh, those crusties. And then it's wired to the taillights. You can see from here. So when you put the car in reverse, or the truck in reverse, or the SUV in reverse, it kicks on the camera. For $150, people. $150. I now have an Apple CarPlay Android Auto wireless head unit that brings this truck to the 21st century. It makes this truck so much more usable, and like so much more of like a joy to drive. Because like now, if I take it on long distance driving, I don't have to have my phone mounted anywhere. I can have this mounted. Let's pull back into the shade so I can show you guys. So this is the interface. This is the main like screen. So you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the DVR, playback, and audio outputs. If you click on the DVR, it shows that you're recording right now. Right? So DVR is telling me right now that it's recording because it's a red dot. You go to playback, you can actually watch the videos that it was recording. So there's channel 1 and channel 2. Channel 2 is the reverse camera. Look at that. Channel 1 is the front one. Let's see if I can find a video of me driving. Look at that. It is, the front can record at 2.5K and the rear can record at like 1080p. I set them both to 1080p just to save storage on the memory card. But this thing is crystal clear. This screen also helps because you can have like, it's like the GoPro, right? The GoPro can record in 5K, but when I'm looking at it right now on the screen that the GoPro has, it looks like garbage, right? Because the GoPro is probably playing at like 480, whatever it is, right? It's not the clearest. And this is a Hero 9. But this thing can play the video crystal clear. It has the date and the time on the top. You can lock stuff. You can also have photos up here. So I've taken like a photo the other day just to test it out. You have your settings. You can do your HD resolution for the screen. So I have it set to 1080 and 1080. You can do 2.5K front 720. You can do 720, 720. You have a screensaver, voice control, driving positions. You can calibrate the reverse lines, the image mirror, the reminder tone, microphone, split time, date and time. There's so many options for this thing. If we go to the DVR, so you can start and stop recording. So now we just started the recording again. You can lock something, take a photo, boom, photo taken. You can go there to your files. You can turn the microphone on and off from this, and you can split the view. So this is the front and back. This is the front, this is the rear. And you guys see how responsive this is. So I will tag a link to this in the description, but this has been the easiest. This is like no brainer, no wiring, like anybody can do this. If you just want an Android Auto, Apple CarPlay head unit, anybody can do this. If your car does not have Bluetooth and you don't have a Bluetooth head unit like I do, you can stick in an FM transmitter and that'll also work with this, or you can go straight through aux. I just went through Bluetooth because I'm doing the Apple CarPlay wireless. Right. It takes about 10 seconds to connect. I don't think it's any longer than my BMW or my Altima to, you know, connect and start playing music. And again, it's wireless. You can't get much better than this. So shout out to my brother for finding this. This thing is great. No issues. It's quick, sturdy. It doesn't vibrate or shake or bounce or anything. And you can mount it anywhere you want. I have it mounted right here for now, but like you can mount it anywhere. If you didn't want if you didn't want this, you could like probably like pull this and then just like mount it right here and just like use the arm and stick it back in there, anywhere you want, guys. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. But look at that. This can't be beat, people. Come on. For $150, this cannot be beat. This is the best way I found to get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in a nice screen that is clear, concise, and it's budget friendly, and it's easy for anybody to install. You don't have to be inclined, you know, mechanically inclined to install it. The hardest part is wiring the tail light to find out which light in the harness is your reverse light, because on the Jeep there are a bundle of lights that all plug into the tail light, and then the tail light splits it to the bulbs. So it's not like each individual bulb has its own power and whatever. So you got to look up a wiring diagram. It took me about a minute to do. Otherwise, this is not hard to do. Otherwise, if you just want your regular Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and didn't care for a dash cam, this is the easiest way to do it. And if you want to go ahead and install it better than I did, or you guys want to mount it into the actual, you know, truck, like you can do it. If I want to cut this out, and like I could take this, right, and keep all the cables inside of it, and then just like shove it down into the center console, or like have it like in here, for example. Like I have my old phone out here, I don't even use it anymore because I don't have to use it. You could shove this in here, and then bring this and mount this back here, and it'll look flush and look all clean. You might need a Dremel tool to get it all situated and stuff, but it's easy. You also have a power button up there. So it's very simple, very easy to install, guys. Quick 10-minute video. This is the best system you can buy for money. By far, bar none, the best system you can buy. If you have any questions, let me know. I link it in the description. Have a great summer, people.